Hello, everybody. Welcome to another new week. Welcome to this week's Goddess Energy Forecast, brought to you by me, Abigail Mensah-Bonsu, founder of the Moon Goddess Academy and the Moon Goddess Publishing. Welcome. Yet again, we come to a week of transition. So this will be the weeks where we transition from 1 month to another, which means we're transitioning from one energy to the other. And so this is a great week to really just take a little time and review what you have cultivated from the previous month or from the month that is about to end through gratitude. What are you grateful for? Even if it was a hard week, it still gifted you with something. There's always light, even in the darkest times. Use this week to really tune into that. And I love that this week began with the energy of the new moon. Last month, I feel like it was the same thing where the new moon led into the new month, right? This is kind of continuing for this new month as we move into June as well. So take some time. I feel like this new moon was special, especially with the, the meteor shower that happened. It was really cool. Like, I was on my way back from my sister and I'm like looking up at the stars and I see one. It's just like this long trail. It's like, oh, and I just paused, tuned into the new moon energy, tuned into that, and I set an intention. I presented my intention to the universe. And I just felt so at peace, and so blessed that I was able to experience that. And of course, it was just one that I saw shooting across the sky. And it was like a really long one. And it was just so special to me, felt special to me, so really tune into the energy of, May, all that gift that it brought you. May is the month. May was the month of beauty. What beauty? How did you create beauty in your life? I'm not talking about that surfacey beauty stuff. I'm talking about internal beauty, because internal beauty is what creates that authentic beauty around you. Whether that is creating a garden full of flowers, or just creating something that brings beauty into your life. The frequency of beauty is very high. It holds a lot of light. We tend to underestimate it. And of course, society has kind of made it more superficial, right? So we move from the energy of May being the month of beauty into June, the month of growth and the growing self. And this growth is really based in what you've done in the previous month, right? So what beauty did you cultivate in May? Because that beauty is going to serve as an amplifier. It's going to help. It's kind of like the fertilizer that allows your plants and your seeds to grow faster, right? So think about it. Really focus on, looking into your life. Where did you bring in more beauty? Was it buying a beautiful dress that makes you feel beautiful, or using a new lip color, or planting your favorite flowers, or redecorating your room? Like, how did you bring beauty into your life, and how did that make you feel? Right. Like for me, every time I see any of my roses bloom and I'm able to smell it, like it brings me so much joy, and that immediately just raises your frequency, raises your vibration, right? So really step into that. And now that we're moving into June, be intentional. Be intentional, because again, June feels like fertilizer to me. Everything is going to grow, but do you want everything to grow? That's the question. What would you like to see grow big and thrive and create the biggest harvest? Where would you like that energy to go? Be selective as to where do you want the fertilizer to go, the plant food to go, right? Do you want it to go to the weeds, which will mean that the weeds will grow stronger and eventually kill the main plant that you're trying to grow, right? Where are you putting that fertilizer? And this month, it's all about how we can grow. So pay attention to the experiences and the challenges that come into your life, because their purpose is to help you grow, help your soul evolve, help you to be better. Right? So pay attention to that. And with this, we're going to go into the messages. We're going to bring in some starseed wisdom to really help us to anchor, the messages that want to come through this week to support us as we transition from May into June. Okay. So before we go into that, let's get into that centered state. So close your eyes, taking a deep breath in. You can place one hand on your heart, one on your womb, or both hands on your heart, and begin to breathe into your heart. With each inhalation, envision this ball of light within your heart. It expands and gets bigger. And with your exhalation, the ball of light expands outside of you and creates a bubble of light around you. And as you are doing that, envision that beautiful pillar of light coming down from the heart of Source through your crown, anchor it into your heart, and let it continue down your body until it comes out your feet, creating roots of light going into the earth and anchoring into Mother Earth. And from there, see that beautiful, graceful heart of the Divine Mother, the Divine Mother Earth's heart, and connect to the heart of the Divine Mother and open up your roots and begin to drink in that light. Bring it up through your roots, into your feet, into your legs. Bring it all the way up. Let it anchor into your heart. Let it continue out and then expand all around you. Now bring your awareness back into your heart and call in your higher self into your heart if you haven't yet. And really presence her or him. Really see, sense, or feel her emerge within your heart. And from there, you should see within your heart the three flames. So the one from the Divine Father above, the one from the Divine Mother below, and then from your own divinity through your higher self. And begin to see all three lights come together, merge together into this supernova. And it expands, it kind of like explodes out and creates this diamond crystalline bubble of light all around you. Breathe in and out. Really tune into this crystalline love and support that is all around you. Bring in the energy of gratitude for May, all that it blessed you with, even with its challenges and all. Bring gratitude to the gifts you received, the gifts of growth, the gifts of beauty, the gifts of life that you received. And just prepare to receive the same from the new month as you close the door from the old month with gratitude. Go ahead and call in your divine team or your divine posse to create a golden circle of light around you. Really see, sense, or feel them emerge and feel their love and support as they beam it into you. And thank them for being here with you and walking with you and guiding you and protecting you and just all that they do for you. You send them gratitude from your heart. And now from this place, go ahead and ask, what is my message for this transitional week? What is it that I really need to know that will help me? What is my message for this week? 1, 2, or 3. And once you have received your number or numbers, go ahead and open your eyes, open your hearts, ready to receive your message. So I really love the cards that came in for this week. They're quite beautiful. So if you received 1, this week you're being asked to loosen your grip. Loosen your grip. Let go, let go. And this card is about coping mechanisms. It's about density. It's about addictions. And it's asking you, this card is asking you to let God in. Let the divine in. Let source in. So here's the message. Open up to receive. We are cyclic beings. And Mother Earth teaches us how to be human every day with the coming and going of the tides and the seasons. If you're clinging to anything, you're resisting the natural flow of who you are. The things we cling to are so often those we most need to let go of. The food, the substances, the relationship, the job, the people pleasing. The things we cling to often cover up our most vulnerable space, the part we're most afraid to leave empty, the part we guard and don't let grace in. But by keeping that space covered with something that doesn't serve us or clinging to it for fear of it not staying of its own accord, we prevent ourselves from receiving the things that will. A Course in Miracles tells us, whatever we leave empty, grace will fill. And the Buddha says, you can only lose what you cling to. Indeed, both are true. If you receive this card this week, you're being called to find courage, to loosen your grip and give up control, to release your coping mechanisms and leave space for grace and God to enter, to surrender all that feels dense to the divine. Loosening your grip doesn't mean that what you're clinging to will go away. It may, or it might stay. But you can be sure that what is for you will find you. And you will breathe easier knowing that you've shifted from relying on your own strength to surrendering to the grace of life. I love this last part, that you have shifted from relying on your own strength to surrendering to the grace of life. So your question this week that you can contemplate on is, what are you clinging to for fear of nothing coming to take its place? What are you clinging to for fear of nothing coming to take its place? Taking a deep breath in and out. Receive the answer. I already see it being dropped in. So write about it, journal about it, move through it, okay? Beautiful. So that was card number 1, loosen your grip. If you received 2 this week, I love this. Your card is messenger. Look how beautiful this card is. So you have a messenger coming in with a message for you. This card is about the Sirius energy. So, you know, the planet Sirius, bringing harmony and balance. So here's your message. You're part of the lineage of souls who have dedicated their lifetimes to the upliftment of the planet, to return in time and again to see the light. The crystalline ones, the ones who are here to plant the sacredness of life back in, to honor both the sacred feminine and masculine, to usher deep reverence back in. Many ascended masters are thought to be connected to the energy of Sirius, often appearing as a shade of blue. I'm going to show you the card again. Hopefully you can see that shade. They hold the frequency of pure love, and they are here to help the masculine and feminine exist in harmony, to ensure greater balance, to help us see that we're all connected and that the masculine and feminine energies exist within us all. You're being called to bring about this balance and harmony between the masculine and feminine, to be a guardian of harmony and balance on Earth. Think of the whales traveling around the globe, sharing love through their healing vibrational song. Their unique notes send balance and harmony to every corner of the planet. A rebalancing of the masculine and feminine is occurring worldwide. It's a resurgence of the sacred within us all, a returning of the sacred union within, a rekindling of heaven and earth. You can begin to bring harmony and balance by creating it in your life. The ripples will flow from there. You can honor and balance the sacred masculine and feminine energies within yourself and others. So here is your soul inquiry for this week that you can contemplate on and journal on. How are you being called to bring harmony to your life and the planet? And how are you being called to honor the sacred feminine and masculine within you? Taking a deep breath in and out. Received. Beautiful. Let's move on to the last card. If you receive 3 this week, this beautiful guide says, you got love. You got the love. You got the love. Look at this. And this card is about Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. Here's the message. The Hadarians are believed to be beacons of pure, divine, unconditional love, who see love in all people and situations. As a result, they can find it hard to have boundaries, interdependent, healthy relationships, because they only see the unconditional nature of those they meet. The lovers of the cosmos, they dive in fast. They're here to learn how to love while in a separate body, to learn to love self first and then establish healthy relationships with others. To remember that the love they seek is already within them, that they truly do have the love all on their own. The message of this card is to review the ways you may need to establish healthier boundaries. Perhaps you're in a codependent relationship in which you may be losing your sense of self. It's common for starseeds to dive deep into relationships, particularly with those who feel safe and familiar at a soul level. Perhaps you're in a relationship in which you give more than you receive, or perhaps there's a certain validity to it and you are always unsure where you stand. This card is assigned to do a new relationship review. This card is assigned to do a relationship review and see what energetic agreements you've made, consciously or unconsciously, to acknowledge if there are relationships in which you feel anxious or powerless, in which you don't feel like it's safe to relax and just be you, to assess if there are any places of inadequacy that you've used a relationship to soothe and cover up. And with this, your inquiry for the week to contemplate on in general on is, do you lose yourself in relationships? And if so, how? And how can you develop a deeper love for yourself? Hadarian energy is so beautiful. So far we have the Sirius energy and we have Hadarian energy. So we have some starseed energy coming in to really help us to get to the bottom of the things that we really need to do as we transition into the new month. So, the other thing that came in is that Mercury is gonna, start moving away from retrograde and going back to its normal position or its normal speed in its rotation. So we're gonna start feeling like we're coming back again, or things are running well. But remember, the thing with Mercury, go back and see how you were able to clarify your communication skills, what you released in terms of beliefs, old ways of thinking, old programmings, old way of communicating, right? What did you let go? Because you cannot bring those back into, moving forward. Go back and see what you were able to shift within your mind, in your communication. What were you able to release and let go, right? That's very important as you step forward. Because remember, June is the month of growth and the growing self. What are you bringing into this month of growth, right? Are you going to be bringing in weeds? Because that's what's going to grow. Or are you going to be bringing in the flowers and the fruits and the vegetables that will nourish you, that bring you joy, that light you up? What word am I looking for? Be selective Be conscious, be intentional this week about what you're bringing into this new month. Because whatever that is, if you didn't solve what the divine or your soul wanted you to let go or release or heal, last month, that is exactly, you're going to be seeing even more of it in June. If you are being guided to do work on yourself and you ignore that guidance, next month might not be as fun for you. You're going to be seeing more opportunities that will help you to finally face it and move through it. So be intentional. What would you like to see grow in June? And again, remember, this whole thing is infused with the new moon energy that we just experienced, right? And then the meteor shower that we also had, all of that coming in to give us that clear, like an opportunity for us to plant new seeds, to remove the weeds and plant what we really want to see grow. So with that said, again, it's a week of transition. I want you to really tap into gratitude. Use this week to review what worked well last month, what did not. What are you bringing with you into the new month, and what are you not? What are you letting go, right? How did you make space for something more amazing to come into your life, right? All of that is important this week to get you in sync with the new energy that is coming in June. And then lastly, before I close this, I'd like to invite you to, is it like hold on real quick. So I'm inviting you all to a symposium that I am honored to be a speaker in, that is coming up on June 14th. It's going to be a whole week. It is going to be incredible. There are 30 of us who are coming in to share our wisdom about how we can be the agents of change and healing and balance and harmony into the world. And, it's really about the role of balance when it's like sacred union, right? How can we find balance within ourselves and then also, vibrate that into the world so that we can experience and see more balance into the world. So we have astrologists, we have spiritual mentors like myself. There's so many leaders and experts in their own fields, and the wisdom that will be dropped is just incredible. Like I love these people, and I'm so excited for you. It is a free symposium, so I will post the link below. Go ahead and register and come join us to receive this wisdom. It's incredible what we're offering, for free. And we're doing this because we understand, where the world is and where the world wants to be and what it will take to get there. Right. So I want to read this real quick from the creator of this symposium, Martha. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful woman. This symposium offers an opportunity for each of us to bring all of ourselves, that is mind, heart, body, spirit, soul, earth, cosmos, and the divine, to our role in healing ourselves and in being healing and change agents in the world. The gifts that we are dropping in this week-long symposium are priceless. So again, it is free. Register, share with your, the people that you love that will benefit from this. You don't want to miss this. Again, the link is below. Click on it, come join us, and let's create magic together. It's mind-blowing. If you know me, you know that what I call into my experience is only the best of the best. And that includes podcasts, interview, that includes summits, symposium, like everything I call in is for the highest good, not just for me, but for all, as I am able to share the wisdom that wants to come through, it goes out and it gets amplified, and it is of the greatest service to all. So I'm really excited to bring this gift to you all. Again, find the link below. It's called Rebecoming the One Symposium. So find it below, register, and I hope to see you there. And lastly, of course, I still have spots open for my multi-author books, the Book of Activation and Oracle. If any of these are in, if you're interested in any of these, so if you like to learn more about it, again, the link is below. Click on it and check it out. And if it is really calling to you, then come contribute your wisdom. And these two books is about channeled messages and activation. So if you know anyone who's an activator, or if you yourself are, if you're an activator and you have powerful activations that will benefit humanity at this time, go ahead and come share it. Come join the group. Come join the tribe, and let's co-create this multi-author book together. Oracle, again, is just channeled messages from women, from the divine to humanity. Both books are going to be incredible. So again, if this is calling to you, find the link below, click on it, and come join in. We are so excited to have you. We're excited to birth this into the world, and we'll like to do that as soon as we can, because it's just too exciting. We need the more light we can put into the world. Like, that's exciting. That's incredible. The more change we can create on a global level, right? So the work we're doing, I mean, that's what it's all about, right? It goes beyond me and you, right? It's about, the generation even coming. What are you planting? I don't know about you, but I'm here to plant big, big, big pillars of light. And through my work, I'm able to do that. I'm so grateful. All right, my loves, from my heart to yours. Until next time, you have a fabulous week. Mwah. Bye.